Hello, my lovely little lotus petals. Welcome back to my channel. Here is another tarot flip through and review video for you, as promised. I'm actually super excited for this deck. This is one I got off of a friend of mine, so it's already been opened. It's already been flipped through and used a couple of times, but I absolutely love this deck. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It is just so beautiful and full of so much information. I will say up front though, I do not know a lot about runes or the Norse tradition, so I will likely mispronounce some of these words, and if I do, I apologize in advance. But I am super excited to go through this deck with you. So let's get started. This is the Runic Tarot by Jack Sephiroth, Alan Dempster, and Jamie Elford. It is through Lo Scarabeo. I might have pronounced that wrong. Lo Scarabeo. Yep, not really sure if I said that right, but let's see. It is your traditional 78 card deck with a 160 page colored book. Oh, it's colored. I love it when it's colored. Look how beautiful those are. It's got a nice magnetic flap, so it holds shut pretty well. This is actually a really good box. Nice and hefty. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so let's dig into this box. It's got the runes. I think it's my understanding that there's a couple of different rune sets, and I'm probably going to pronounce them wrong, but I think it explains them inside this booklet also, so that's kind of fun. All right, let's take a peek at the guidebook real quick and not set it on fire. That'll be good. Okay, so here we have the guidebook. The table of contents, you have the Runic Tarot, the Major Arcana, the Minor Arcana, and then Reading Tarot. Now, I did read this through a little bit. This is beautiful. A Path of Runes. It's kind of like a guided meditation, like a little visualization for you to do. It's actually kind of sweet. Then we have the Runic Tarot. It says the Runic Tarot combines two divination traditions into one unique, comprehensive system. Both traditions are fantastic tools to gain insight into your life. In the Runic Tarot, you'll be able to see how runes converse with tarot and vice versa. Each card in the Major Arcana is connected to both an Old Norse god or goddess and to a rune whose symbol can be found weaved in the artwork. A reference for the gods and the runes can be found on page 19 of the present book. Okay, so that's neat. Okay, so I see they changed up the suits a little bit. For the cups, we have the horns. This is the expression of relationships and emotions. For the pentacles, we have shields, show how we create better foundations and deal with the material possessions within. You have your wands, describe your creative passions and impulses as we learn to master them. Swords represent how we communicate and manage conflict. So this is what they would look like. And then, of course, you have your page, knight, queen, and king. We have an introduction to runes. Love it. Okay, and then it gives you the table of runes for each one, corresponding number. Unlocking the meanings. Let's see, this book contains information for each one of the 78 cards. There is information specific to unlocking the story that appears on each card. A short list of selected interpretations appears for both upright and reversed. The book also includes how to read the runes. The description covers each rune's core meaning, a compact meaning for each minor, and how to use the bind rune on each court card. I'm not really sure what a bind rune is. Again, I don't know much about runes, but this deck is beautiful, so if you know what a bind rune is, go ahead and let me know. And then it gets into the majors. Here's the table of content where it shows each card representing god or goddess, and then the rune. That'll come in handy. Oh, and then we get straight into the majors. Okay. So it gives you a little story, keywords, and then how to interpret the runes. I'm trying to see if I can see the runes within these pictures. Did I miss it? Oh, okay, there's one right here. And I'm not sure. I can see a rune on that one. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't actually know who a lot of these deities will be, so this will be fun to go through. My son and my brother both probably know a good deal about runes and, you know, just the whole Norse pantheon. So I might have to ask them to go through this with me. All right, so that's all your majors. And then we get into the minors. And starting with this, the suit of cups or horns. And it gives you the image description, the meanings, the keywords, and then interpreting the runes. You know, get pictures for these ones. The shields or pentacles. Ooh. Wands. And swords. Okay, so that is the book. Now let's dig into the cards. Oh, I love when they include a little ribbon so you can get the cards out easier. They also got like the little finger hole things here, which is great. Just some kind of advertising for Los Scarabeo. You can Facebook and Instagram. Ooh. A little more. Look at the back of the cards. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me dig these out. Okay, so that's the box. That's the box. I'll put that aside and we will go through the cards. Let's see. Okay, so this is the back of the cards. So pretty. I love it. Pretty good cardstock quality. With the colors. All right, and now we will go through the cards one by one. Starting with the majors. Okay, and those are all the majors. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love these. These are so pretty. I don't know the stories to any of them, so it'll definitely be fun to go through and read it. That one's just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Just look how lush they are. They're just, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, oh, I love them. I love them. I love them. Okay, now we're going to move on to the minors, starting with the cups or horns. The runes in the cup suit are drawn from the medieval Firthlark. Not all runes have proper names, rather they are defined by the letters or sound that they represent. Medieval Firthlark represents a combination of older runic alphabets with Latin. The court cards are not listed as individual runes as they were meant to be seen only as a bind rune. They have, however, elemental attributions. The runes in the pentacle suit are drawn from the younger Firthlark. The younger Firthlark alphabet is made of 16 runes and was used between the 19th and 12th century in what is commonly seen as the Viking Age. The runes in the wand suit are drawn from the Armanin Firthlark. The Armanin Firthlark alphabet is made of 18 runes derived from the younger Firthlark that were codified at the beginning of the 20th century. These runes were used mostly for occult and mystical purposes within the European and German circles. In the middle of the 20th century, just before the Second World War, the Nazis in Germany drew heavily from all kind of occult symbology in order to create their own form of mysticism. One of the victims of such a widespread cultural appropriation were indeed the Armanin runes. The use of the Armanin Firthlark in the Runic Tarot Deck is by no means an endorsement of the ideology of the symbology adopted by the Nazis. On the contrary, it was done with the intention to return these beautiful runes to their original and meaningful context. The runes in the sword suit are drawn from the Anglo-Saxon runes. The younger Anglo-Saxon runic alphabet was used in Old England and Frisia since the 5th century. Depending on the time period, the alphabet, also called Futhark, was made by 26 or more runes. Okay, so there is the flip through of that. The cards are absolutely stunning. I just love them. The imagery is gorgeous. I love that it's not a pip deck and there's images on every single minor card. I definitely have to go through and learn the story so I can understand it better, but overall, I am so in love with this deck. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And the fact that it combines two different types of divination, I mean, that's just so cool to me. Card quality is good. Color's good. The box it came in is good. Let me know what you think if you own this deck or if you worked with this deck. Maybe you just use runes. Maybe you've incorporated both. It definitely makes me want to try using both. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next unboxing or flip through. Peace.